We're bringing in Benny Blanco right now. We're bringing in a music icon right now. He's coming in right now. Benny Blanco. Can you hear us loud and clear?
Hi.
Hi. How are you, buddy?
I hear everyone loud and clear. I'm clear.
Yeah, you're clear. But I got to tell you, Benny and I couldn't resist the urge to reach out to him on Valentine's Day. I couldn't stop myself. I couldn't help myself. The guy did a cute romantic gesture, filling a bathtub up with nacho cheese sauce. And instead of flower petals, a trail of petals, chips. I mean, the chips. How'd you come up with that idea?
Honestly, that was just like a prequel to what we did. What I actually did for like the actual date night is her favorite thing in the world is Whataburger. It's like a chain that's mostly in like Texas and other areas. And there's not one in LA. So I found a way to get her Whataburger here. I actually one of my friends drove from Vegas to like bring it to me, all the parts separate. And I found a way to heat them all up in the perfect way and kept the bags and put it back in. And she was on the phone with her grandma. And I walk into our room and I had it in my hand and she was just talking and she looked and she was like, what the? And she was like, what? She said it was the best thing I did besides ask her to marry me. She said it was, she said it was very close. She said it was almost as good.
Yeah. Wow. He's talking about Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez there. Very close. That's a really good friendship you've got for somebody to make that kind of an effort to do that.
I was thinking that too.
I'm just thinking if Sissy and Tanya asked me to do that,
Right, I was like, can you drive to Vegas real quick and
in
get
the
back
name
to me?
of love? Yes, you would.
No, they happen to be coming back. It was like a coincidence. And you got to have the ride or dies for your friends, right?
Sure.
You got it. What's so special about a Whataburger though that In-N-Out doesn't do?
Honestly, it's I think it's, that nostalgia, that child memory. And it was something she had constantly. Yeah, she's just she's honestly extremely easy to please. Ryan, I feel like you would be like, I want caviar from this place, steak from this place. She was her entire meal was $4.80.
I love it.
I should have got her that instead of a ring.
You'll learn. So Benny Blanco with us. I mean, he and Selena did this album together, which is very exciting. It's called I Said I Love You First. Who did indeed say that first?
She said it. She said it. I know it's hard to believe. She's the one who said it.
What does she say? What is it that, when you break it down, what is it that happened between the two of you? Because you've known each other a long time.
Yeah. Here's exactly what happened. She had very early into when we were dating, she broke her hand in the craziest way. She has a metal plate now in her hand. Most people don't know, but she has a crazy metal plate in her hand. And she was coming out of anesthesia from it. And she was like, I love you. And I was like, what? And I she didn't know that it happened. And it was way too early in the relationship to say it. And she was like, and she was like, I love you. So first I pretended that one didn't happen. Okay. Then there was one a few months after where she was out with some friends at dinner and they were sending me a cute audio message back. And they were all like, oh my God, we really wish you were here. Love you. And when she said love you, she was like, love you. I mean, and it was the craziest fumble. And I didn't count that one either.
Wow.
And then I was actually about to do it when we were in New York City, so long ago. And I remember she kept almost sang it that day. And I was we were in bed together and I knew she was gonna say it. And I was like, wait, I was like, let me just have this moment. And she could feel I was going to say, I was like, let me just have this moment of me saying it. And then she just said it out loud before me. And
she cut you off. Oh, well.
And I was like, oh. But it's so funny. But before you say, I love you, it's this thing. It's so scary. You never know.
Scary.
And then, after you say it, you're like, what have we been calling each other for the last few years? You know what I mean?
Well, there's relief when you both feel the same thing. I've been in situations where it hasn't gone so swimmingly. You know?
No.
I mean, it's okay. I survived, but you know,
here.
Oh my God, that's my biggest fear. I just got a lump in my throat.
Well, I mean, I've said things in the past I love you. You know what I mean? I say I love you. You know what I mean? Like I followed up with you know what I mean.
You know what I mean.
If I don't get it reciprocated immediately, I love you. You know what I mean? Because you got to play it off. You know?
Yeah, you got to play it off.
That could be the album. I mean, that's not the album. But let me play a little bit. We're gonna play some music here. Benny Blanco's with us. This is called "Scared of Loving You." It's the reason I did not get a dog, Benny, for a long time. You know, we don't like endings, you know.
I know. I have 2 dogs in the background. That's why I keep looking down. One of them just like keeps like licking my foot.
It was you don't have shoes on, probably, right? You're barefoot.
I am barefoot. I think most people are barefoot in their house, right?
Yeah.
It goes both ways. I mean, you came barefoot here to the Burbank
Yes.
studios.
That's
once,
true.
so that was
That's true. Wait, you're not barefoot in your own home?
I am,
no,
yes.
I'm in my.
Yeah, slippers.
Are you guys like? Are you
Where my
guys? Do you
hookahs.
guys have socks at home?
Depends
what?
on the season. If my feet are cold, I'll have socks on.
Nobody sleeps with socks on.
No.
That's like, you're a murderer.
Yes, for
Yeah.
sure.
That's a deal breaker. That's a deal
full,
breaker.
like,
Take note.
Full serial killer.
Yeah.
Quite a dancer. You're a pretty good dancer, bro. I just saw your moves.
You wait till you see me on the floor. A few olive oil shots deep, I'm good.
He's a fan of the extra virgin olive oil. I love
Yeah,
that.
shout out to Ryan's olive oil. It's incredible. It's like honestly, I would like to be a full spokesman for it. Some of the best olive oil I've ever had in my life.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Miss Sissy and Tanya have theirs. It's my pride and joy, my little hobby. I'm going to set up a farmer's market stand one day, Benny. I'll tell you about it. All right, let's talk Selena Gomez, Benny's album, March 21st. So there's a track with Gracie Abrams, Call Me When You Break Up. Give us a little backstory on this one.
I mean, I've known Gracie since she was like literally like 14 years old. Some of the first music she ever did, I helped her on. And, she was, my protege at the time. It was his girlfriend. And we met her and he was doing all her music. And to watch what she has grown into is, I put her on my album like 5 years ago too. And I always thought she was going to be something so unbelievably special, and to watch like her just like crush it and right now and just like completely dominating is so insane. Doing it on her own terms with music that's not necessarily like exactly what's always going on at radio, and like that, it's just always so special to me. And Selena just started like following her one day. We were like talking about it, and then we were in bed once and she was like, I really like Gracie Abrams. She's like, do you think she'd ever want to like do a song with me? And I was like,
so
yeah, I
funny.
think she probably wants to do a song with you. and I asked Gracie, and honestly, I didn't even know, because like Gracie's so cool. I was like, maybe she won't want to. And Gracie was like, are you kidding me? She was like that. She was like, Selena's like my idol, like my childhood idol. And
I love the humility in that question from Selena. Like, do you think she'd want to do something with me? I mean,
she's
it's
always
like
like that. It's crazy. It's funny. People always say online, they're like, I don't think Selena Gomez realizes she's the Selena Gomez. And like it is so funny.
It's
because
endearing.
like in everything we do, yeah, she's like the biggest pop star in the world who wants to be like fade into a room and have nobody notice her at all. She's like incredibly shy if you know her at all. That's just like the type of person she is.
So we're going to play this whole track and then let Benny get into his life today. But what did you guys significantly break through, because you are together in real life as two humans and you're also working on this project together? Did it allow you to go to places that you probably wouldn't have gone individually?
Oh my God. I've written songs with Selena for years. We've had songs for 10 plus years. And, fortunately, we've had some really big songs together. And this started out as something that we just did in our bedroom. Like the whole album was recorded in our house. And I feel like before, I mean, Selena's an open book, but I feel like I couldn't ask her certain questions I got to ask her on this album. And also like certain questions we couldn't talk about like in our relationship. But for some reason, if there's like music playing and it's like you're saying a lyric, it's like, you're like, oh, okay. Like if it wasn't like, if we weren't in the studio and she like said those things, I'd be like, oh, okay. Like it would
Yeah.
have like a very different sentiment. And it became this like cathartic and like therapeutic experience where I feel like I got to know her even a little bit better. And then B, it made me realize I'm like, oh, we're like really good at communicating. Like our communication skills are like through the roof. Cause there was like never a time like if she was like, I don't with this. I was like, yeah, me neither. And
Right.
like if I did, I was like, well, here's why. And I realized like I was like, wow, we're a really good couple. That's honestly it made me
Aw.
realize how good we are and how we like, we don't like fight about ever. Like we're just like we just talk about stuff.
Right.
And she's my best friend, and it gave me another chance to be able, we both work so much and we're both doing so many different things, so it just gave us that much more time to have to spend with each other
together.
and get to spend with each other.
I love it. I love hearing that. I mean, Benny's a legend. Selena's a legend. The two of them teaming up on this. I'm going to play the track now. Here it is with Gracie. Call me when you break up. Benny, hope to see you soon, buddy. Thanks for coming on.
Yay. Am I off the mix? I'm not in the mix. I'm
You're
not
out of the mix now. You're done.
Oh, call
Done
me
with you.
back
Yeah.
soon, guys, please.
Talk
Go
soon.
drink your
we
olive
love
oil.
you.
Say hi to Selena
Bye,
for us.
love
Take
you.
care, brother.
Bye.
Yeah, when you guys are cooking, call. See you later. Goodbye.
Come on.